One thing you have to know is that having a visa does not guarantee you're getting into any country. You can be sent back at the airport there as you're arriving. You can also be turned back to your country. Guys, here are some questions you should prepare yourself to answer if you're entering into any country. At the point of entering into any country, there will always be a visa clearance officer there, and they will ask you some questions, which are the things I want to share with you today and tell you how you can answer them. One thing you have to know is that having a visa does not guarantee you're getting into any country. You can be sent back at the airport there as you're arriving. You can also be turned back to your country. So that is why you have to prepare yourself before getting there. Get ready for the questions, possible questions you should expect. That's what I'm sharing with you today. So guys, this video I'll be telling you all you need to know. Get ready how you should answer the questions, so as you get there you don't embarrass yourself or get yourself sent back to your country. So let's get started. The first thing you should expect from a visa clearance officer is that they want to know the reason why you're coming into their country. What is bringing you there? They want to know actually if what you're going to answer them is the same thing you wrote while you're filling in your application to come into the country. So the number one question you should be expecting is, what is your purpose of coming to this country? That's to say, in fact, they can rephrase it in different ways, not just, I'm even being very straightforward. So they'll be like, what is the purpose of coming to this country? Why have you decided to visit this country? Why is this country that you decided to come to? They're going to put it in different ways. Just prepare yourself. Anyhow you hear it, just know they're talking about just one thing. They're asking to know your motive. They want to know if you're coming in there for studies or as a tourist, or you're coming there on a conference level. And when asked this question, please just go straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush, because they are looking at your application. They've seen everything you filled in there, and that is how they're going to be asking you the question. So if you know what you filled in while you're doing your application, please give it to them that way. Don't sugarcoat or try to sound like you can speak English or something. Go straight to the point. I am here as a tourist. I came to visit your country, or I'm here as a student on a study basis, or I am here for so conference holding in so place. It's going to be starting so time and it's going to be finishing so time. Point blank. Doesn't just give it to them like that, and don't just try to please anybody. You're not there to please anybody, because they don't even know you, they don't even send. Yeah. So the second question you should be expecting is, what is the duration of stay in the country? They are asking to know, they can be very technical, just to know if you're going to overstay your stay. Your visa, of course, might be for 3, if you're a tourist or something, you might have a 3-month visa or even more, or whatever it is. But because they know you're working, you have something you left behind in your country before coming in here. So what you answer them will determine if you're actually planning to go back or not. Even if you have a visa for 1 year, you don't have to tell them you're going to stay for 1 year. You can start okay, you're going to be staying here for 3 weeks or for 2 weeks or for 1 month. Just make it seem like, okay, something is going to take you back. Even if you know behind your mind you have ulterior motive. Or if you get into the country, for example, in Canada, whereby you can use a tourist visa to get in there, and then you swap to a work permit or work visa to enable you after you've gotten a job. But you don't have to make them know that at the point of entry. Just sound neutral. Whatever you filled on your application form or doing your application, that is what you should give back to them. You're here for so reason, and you'll be staying for this period of time, and after this you intend to go back to your country. Or you can even tell them you have something that's going to pull you back to your country. This is just all they want to know, just to ascertain that you're not going to overstay, or you're not going to jakba, So just try to be straightforward. Don't just please anybody. Like I said earlier, they don't want to know anything about you. They don't care about who you are. Just be straightforward and give them the answer the way they asked you. So the third question you should be expecting at the point of entry is, where would you be staying for a period of time you intend to be in our country? You don't forget you already filled this in a paper. So if you know you're going to be in a hotel, or you already reserved the hotel, please ensure you have a printout of the hotel reservation. If you've made payments, you should have a receipt. If you haven't made a payment, maybe reservation, just have a printout. And Of course, I don't know how, if they're going to ask you this, but in case if they do, you should always have your credit card to show that you can take care of yourself. If you're going to be with your relative, kindly tell them you'll be staying with so person at so address. If possible, if you're sure that your relative or person you're coming to visit is outside waiting for you or at the airport, they can even make them understand the people you're here to visit are outside waiting for you. That's to make them know, okay, you already have somewhere you're going to stay and you don't have plans of like just roaming around the streets. If you're a student, of course, the one is even a better one. You can just tell them you're a student and you've gotten accommodation in so place. Shikina, don't prolong your answer. Don't overstretch your answer. The shorter you make it, the better for you. So it will just be straight, because when you try to lie, you already know when you're trying to lie, you need another lie to back up a lie. And don't forget, they are seeing your application. They are looking at and asking you. So ensure you remember everything you wrote during your application and then return it back to them that way. In some cases, they might want to know the address where you're staying, just if they have to verify. And then, let's say, for example, where you're going to be going to is about, let's say, 5 hours, 6 hours, or more. Of course, you cannot tell them you're going to be going with a taxi. How do you intend to pay for a taxi of 6 hours to another city? So you have to think deep. You can take a train, you can fly, or whatever it is, but please not a taxi. But if where you're going to is quite close, you can tell them you're going to pick a taxi to so address. Show them the address, give it to them. Give them, even if they want the contact of the person you're going to be staying with, because in some cases they're going to ask the hotel address, just to be sure you actually have a reservation, or if they have to, if you overstay, they can look for you there. So just ensure you're straightforward, guys. Don't sugarcoat. Don't try to please anybody. Please, I'm still saying it again, stick to what you wrote during your application. That will make life easier for you to avoid being sent back to your country. The first question you should be expecting at the point of entry into any country is that they're going to ask you if you have visited the country before. If you have visited the country, be straightforward. Yes, I have visited this country so time for so program or for so reason. If you haven't, kindly say no. They will not send you back because you're, in fact, if you flew down to that place, they cannot send you back because of that reason. But just be sincere. Say the truth, because of course they ask you this question during your interview and you put it down there during your application. You have not visited the country or you have visited the country before. The next question you should be expecting is them asking you, just tactically, you might not even expect it. You might just relax thinking, okay, you're done with the questions. They will now like tactically ask you if you intend to seek medical attention or you intend to work while there. That's like, you yourself will be like, why would they be asking such a question? But this is just for them to ascertain that you can remember what you said earlier. The first question they asked you, what was the purpose of coming to this country? And you said you came for tourists or as a student or for a conference. Now they're asking you if you intend to seek medical attention. If you're coming in as a tourist, what kind of medical attention are you seeking for? Even if you have a medical insurance, of course you should have that while traveling. That is understandable. But let's say you're going to be there for 3 weeks and they ask if you're going to be working. Why would you tell them you intend to work? You cannot be working. You cannot even work with just a tourist visa. Even if you have the plans of swapping it to work permit or work visa after you have gotten a job, you shouldn't make them know this at the point of entry. Kindly tell them that no, you will not be working. You're here for this reason. You're here as a tourist and you intend to just visit here and there and there. Just have fun and then return back to your country. But if you're there for a medical reason, of course, everything has already been sorted out. Then you tell them you're here for medical reason. And then, of course, you should have a hospital where you intend to go to, or you already made the arrangements already. Just tell them that straightforward. Don't sugarcoat. I see the talk more. No sugarcoat anything. Be straightforward while answering them. The next question would be, now this goes to the students. If you're going into any country as a student, in fact, if you're going for an interview and you're a student, you're going to study in any country, from your interview place, one question you should always expect is, if you're going to be studying nursing, for example, your interviewer, both during your interview and at the point of entry, would ask you some things from the course you're going to study. What is this? What if you say you're going to be, you're going to study nursing? What do you know nursing is all about? What do you know this course is all about? So prepare yourself and ensure you do your research. Read about the course you're going for. Just ensure you have something to answer when asked. You should know a little bit of what you're going there to do. The course you're going to study is very important, guys. Don't just go down for your own hand. Don't be the reason why you're being sent back. Don't be your own enemy. Prepare yourself and get ready. You can be asked any form of question there, but just ensure what you wrote during your application should be what you should be giving back to them. If you give them reasons to suspect you or reasons to suspect you don't have intentions of going back, you'll be sent back immediately. So the last question I believe you're going to be asked, guys, is that you said you're going to be in this country for a period of 3 months, 3 weeks, 1 month or so. What would you be doing during your stay? You should, of course, have made your research as well. You should have gone online to check, for example, if you're going there for tourism or as a tourist, you should have checked the places you can visit for sightseeing, what you're going to do to keep yourself busy there, and that is how you're going to tell them you'll be going to social place, visiting here today, doing that tomorrow, or this is what you intend to do. You're here to have fun, so you want to explore the city, you want to explore the country and know what the country has, what the country entails for fun. As simple as that. You don't need to beat around the bush, guys. You don't need to like sugarcoat anything. Be straightforward. And one tip I need to give you is that while answering all these questions, please ensure you maintain eye contact with your interviewer or the clearance officer at the airport. This is to say, I know where we come from, Africa, of course, you don't look at your elders directly into the eyeballs when they're talking to you. Yes, but when you're going abroad, ensure you always look them eyeball to eyeball, because in some cases they read you not being able to look at them eyeball to eyeball that you're lying or you're hiding something. So it's always good while answering, look them directly into their eyes, and please try and be relaxed. This is something you filled in already. They're not going to send you back if you don't answer what they want to hear. If you answer what you wrote in your application, I don't see why they should send you back. So relax. Don't give them reason to suspect you or for them to be suspicious of everything you've said. Just relax and answer this question, and you won't have any problem. Before you know it, it's over. As simple as that. That's why I said make your answers short. Don't beat around the bush. Just give it to them straight and then keep quiet and wait for more. Eyeball to eyeball, guys. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you know you got value from what I just said today, please kindly give it a thumbs up. That's the only way you encourage your girl to do more. And I really appreciate all my returning subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? I realize that 70% of the people that watch my videos are not even subscribed yet. Guys, why are you doing this? Kindly encourage your girl by just subscribing and turning on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any video I'll be uploading. If you enjoy what I'm doing or you appreciate what I'm doing, please, I just need a thumbs up. It's free. It's not going to cost you anything. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Those preparing to migrate to any country or get into any country, these are very important information they need to know so they prepare themselves against what they're going to meet at the point of entry. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful week, day, whatever it is. I'll see you all next time. Bye.